Hello everyone and welcome to my new course on C++. I am starting this course and I should be doing several episodes over this. This episode will mainly be setting up Visual Studio 2017. So if you already have that installed, you can probably skip this episode. Now, what will you be learning in this course? You'll be learning C++ syntax, how to set up C++, how to read and write to files using C++, how to save data using C++ and read from data, how to do calculations with C++, how to build a calculator in C++, and more to come. Now I'll begin this episode, and I hope to see you there. Hello everyone, and welcome to the continuation of my course on C++. If you're seeing this, you've probably already seen the presentation, and we will now install Visual Studio 2017. What is Visual Studio, you may ask? Visual Studio is one of the best, in my opinion, coding utensils that you can have as a debugger and builder and compiler. This is totally free and built by Microsoft, so what you do first is go over here, hover over Download Visual Studio, and click on Community 2017. It should give you the installer. Go ahead and run that. I already have installed, so come over here. You may see something like this that says available, install, or modify. Try and find this tab, whatever you do. And this is all the things that will be in our C++. Now, not everything I have here will be in this, as I do other things with it. Only enable the ones I say to enable or that are already enabled. Enable Universal Windows Platform Development, Desktop Development with C++. Then come over here and hit Individual Components. I would enable, I don't know what .NET is, but I'm pretty sure it's important. So I would enable .NET Core Runtime. You don't need anything in Cloud. In CodeTools, enable Developer Analytics tool, Self-Analyze tool, Text Template Transformation tool, and Git for Windows. Come down to compilers, build tools, and runtimes. Enable C++/CLI support, MS Build, Visual VC++ 2017 V141 or whatever it has, Visual C++ compilers and libraries, Visual C++ runtime, and Visual C++ tools. If they are already enabled, leave them enabled. Come down to debugging and testing, enable C++ profiling tools, and just-in-time debugger. Come down to development activities, enable Visual Studio C++ core features if it's not already enabled. Come down here, and you should see Visual C++ ATL support. Enable this. You can enable TypeScript 2.2 SDK. And then enable Windows Universal C Runtime. Now, if you're running on Windows 8 or 7, honestly, these don't really matter too much. I would just enable the ones I have enabled, which are Windows 10 SDK 10.0 0.14393. Pretty much the same thing, but different numbers for desktop C++. Pretty much the same thing with different numbers for UWP, C#, VB, and JS, and Windows 10 SDK for UWP and C++. Once you have that, hit modify or install, and wait for it to install. Next, if you installed it correctly, you should be seeing with something like this. Do not be alarmed if you have something a little different, or it's white instead of black. To test if you have installed it correctly, go to File, New, Project, or hit Control-Shift-N, find Visual C++, and find Empty Project. Now you can specify where you want your project to be saved. For me, I'm gonna change it. And I would name it Project Test. You can hit OK. And it should start to create the project. And you should be met with this screen. Next, you see source files, right click, hit add, and hit new item. You should see something around these lines. Find C++ file. And you can just leave its name as source.cpp. And this is your first C++ file. Now that you got your source file, come over here and type in everything I type in. Don't worry, we'll be going over this in the next episode. This is just basic syntax. Now that you have this, if you don't have it yet, you can pause and wait. Type in cout. Type it in 2 left-facing arrows. And put in some parentheses. And type in hello world. And then semicolon. And then after that, type in system, parentheses, quotes, pause, in all caps. And then put in a semicolon. Save the file, go to build, hit build solution. Should say build 1 succeeded. Then go to here and hit local Windows debugger. And a command prompt should open up saying hello world. Press any key to continue. Now this is the end of this setup video. In the next video we will go up all the syntax I wrote and what each thing means. If you like this video, please hit it like. If you had any problems, please comment it down in the description, and I'll try and get back to you as fast as I can. Well, I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.